Good morning, VBS kids. Today you're getting to hear the story from the summer school room. We have been working on this story in our class, so I'm going to share it with you on camera and share it with the kids that are here with me at school today. And this is a story about Moses. And Moses had led God's people away from Egypt. They weren't going to be slaves anymore. They were going to be his people. And he said, "Come to the mountain and you will see my power." So they came to a place called Sinai. So this shows a bunch of the people of God and Moses at Sinai. And they looked at the mountain and their ears heard thunder. And they were a little bit afraid. And then they looked in the sky and they saw lightning. And they were a little bit afraid. It does look like a volcano, but it is not a volcano. It was the power of God coming down to that mountain. And they were a little bit afraid. And Moses says, "I am going up on the mountain to talk to God. Stay down here. Look at his power, the thunder, the lightning, the mountain shaking. And I will come back and give you a message from God." So Moses went up on the mountain. He was there a long time. People began to wonder if he was coming back. But he did come back now, and he had something he was carrying in his hands. And it was a special message from God. It says it was on 2 stone tablets. Some of you guys might remember, what did God write down on those tablets for his people?
Numbers.
There were numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 10 commandments for his people. And these are written down in the Bible for you to read. But if you want to know more about them, you can get out your catechism. This is a book Martin Luther wrote to help us understand the commandments and other things about God. So it tells us what we shouldn't do and what we should do. The laws say you should not, but in here you can read some things. Oh, here's the good things I can do to keep that law. Now, are we going to be able to keep all these laws all the time?
No.
No, because we are sinners, but we are also forgiven because Jesus died for those sins and paid for them and took them away. He did all the 10 commandments and never made a mistake. And only Jesus could do that. We can't do that. So Miss Mary, when you guys were doing the commandments, made her own little stone tablets. The one Moses had, they were probably bigger and heavier, but she made them just out of some clay. And this one has 1, 2, 3. And the other one has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was hard to get them all on there. But the first tablet, 1, 2, and 3, talks about us and God. Number 1 says we have only one God. He's our God, and we're not supposed to make other things God in our life. Number 2 says that his name is powerful, and we don't make fun of his name. Remember, sometimes you guys are playing, you say, "Oh my God," and I'll say, "You're not praying. You save his name for prayer and praising him. You don't use it just to play with." And rule number 3 is keep the Sabbath. That means we go to church when we have the opportunity. We read God's word when we get the chance. That is part of 1, 2, and 3, us and God. But is there just us and God in the world? No, he's placed us in families. He's given us friends. And we're at school, so we needed more rules to deal with all the other people we have. Number 4 is we listen to our mom and our dad. And if they're not here with us, at school we listen to our teachers. If you're playing baseball this summer, you listen to your coach. We listen to the people that are in charge of us. Number 5 says we do not kill, but that means we don't even hurt anybody. We are very careful with our hands. We are very careful in what we do. The good thing we can do is take care of the people around us. Now, number 6 is the one the kids have been doing this week, and it says It talks about marriage, but can kids be married? But you can help your mom and dads that are married. And a marriage is what God wanted for families. And it says to love the person you're married to, be loyal to them, help take care of them. The kids have been working on his. It said be kind, respect, be generous, share, be nice, and play together are part of the things of being together as a family. Number 7, Miss Marshall is forgetting what number 7 is. Is that false witness? No. What?
Steal.
Do not steal. See, I need to be reading that book again because I don't even remember what all the order of them was. Number 7 is steal. That means you take things that aren't yours. But what could you do to be good about that? Instead of stealing, you can help your friends keep all their stuff. Make sure they don't break. Help them take care of their stuff. Number 8 talks a little bit about the words that come out of our mouths. That we use kind words, that we don't say mean things. We don't try to get our friends in trouble, which is called tattling. Sometimes kids do a lot of that, especially with brothers and sisters. They just want them to be in trouble and get out of their way. So we don't do those things. That's number 8. 9 and 10, there are 2 rules about things that God knew would be a problem for us. And that's wanting things we don't have. So he gave us lots of good things, and he wants us to be happy with those things and not just worry about saying, oh, they got a new bike, I want a new bike, and then you're not happy with the bike you do have. So it's be happy with the things that God has given you. He's given you just the right things. You need to be happy. So there were a lot more rules for dealing with the people that we live with, and the 3 rules for our time, our relationship with God. Now, Moses has got these 2 big rocks. What's he gonna do with them? He's gotta find a place for the tablets. So I found a painting with that in it. Moses and God's people were making something called the tabernacle. They made a special box that they called the Ark of the Covenant. And here's one of those tablets. And he's going to put it in the gold box. It's got a lid that's got these big angel wings on it. And they put it in a special place. And they always knew it was there. When they would come to their church to learn more about God, they would see the gold box and they go, the 10 Commandments are in there. And Moses wrote other things about God so that God's people would know. And we still have that word. God preserved it. Even though we can't find the ark right now, we don't know where that gold box ever went. It kind of got lost. But we still have God's word. We still have his commandments with us. And we can try our best to do them. And we know when things don't go our way, we are forgiven because of Jesus and what he did for us. So for kids here at school, I'll put these pictures up in the hall so you guys can see them better. For VBS kids, I am so glad that you could join us again for this treasure from God's Word. We will see you online again next week to learn more from God's Word.